Happy Fragrant Friday, Fraghead. Hey everybody, this is Ben here at That Cologne Guy, coming at you with a new review. You have seen the title and the description, so you know that, of course, this is Uomo Signature by Salvatore Ferragamo, sent in by the man, not the myth, Dr. Goo, over at Locked Scents. You know, let me just start off right off the bat by saying I am a huge fan of the original Uomo by Salvatore Ferragamo. It is an incredible fragrance. You have to admit that you like the sticky sweet ones. Don't tell me you don't. So a lot of guys, for some reason, do not like the sticky sweet ones. I don't know why, because I could not love them more. This one is part of the crown jewels that make up the sticky sweet fragrances. This one is the tiramisu note, and I gave this a 5 out of 5 on my rating system, and it did not get the elusive, coveted That Cologne Guy bonus spray, only because the atomizer really makes me grumpy. I mean, this is not the cap. So one of the fragrance reviewers out there talked about this. He worked in a department store, and the Salvatore Ferragamos were so bad because people would grab it like this and then pop it off. And that is not the cap. It's actually the atomizer. So I myself, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's wiggling. I mean, I myself, when I first bought it at Salvatore Ferragamo in San Francisco, I just kind of naturally went like this. And on top of that is when you spray it, see how it bends like that? It really bends back. It kind of bows back. So as far as the atomizer, it's super annoying. So that's the only thing I could come up with on the original as to why it was not a 6 out of 5 in my rating system. So let's get down to this guy, though. In this particular case, this one is Uomo Signature. It's a flanker, of course, to the original, and it's a 2018 release, a leather-based release by Alberto Morillas, my favorite parfumé in the biz. So all signs point to me liking this one, of course, because you guys know I like the sticky sweet ones, and I also like coffee-based fragrances as well. So everything points to me liking it. Now, let me talk a little bit about the notes, because I think what's going on here. This one, the flanker, is basically for people who love coffee-based fragrances but can't get past the tiramisu Italian dessert note in this one. I could not love it more, but this one is definitely made for someone who is looking for a little bit more versatility. I mean, I will concede that this one's a little tough to wear every single day. For some of you, certainly not for me. But I mean, to the office, I mean, it's not the most versatile in the world, and that is one limitation of the sticky sweet ones. I will concede that point. But this one is kind of like, Uomo Signature is like, let's take the tiramisu note out, let's make it more coffee-based and leather, and let's look at something that will offer you more versatility. This one is a sticky sweet coffee-based, I said, plus vanilla through the tonka bean note, and then it's leather, and I get a lot of burnt rubber, actually, in this one. I mean, I get a lot. A clear burnt rubber note, which I'm assuming is through ambroxan. There's, if I had to make one little tiny complaint here, I would say I don't mind that it's synthetic. Everyone always calls the Salvatore Ferragamos a synthetic mess. I disagree. I don't care that it wasn't, off the shores of Sardinia. It was made in a lab, but it does have a little bit too much ambroxan. I will state that. So this is coffee, vanilla, leather, burnt rubber, some chocolate, some cypress. And there was and some cinnamon and cardamom. So it has a lot of notes going on, and then the top notes, it's got pink pepper, grapefruit, and mandarin. So very, 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 very sweet, very attractive, very sexy. This will be a compliment getter for you, no doubt. Okay, so let's get to the projection, longevity, and sillage. This is an EDP, so this is an eau de parfum, and it functions as such. So the longevity was outstanding. I got a robust 8 to 10 hours. I'm very happy with that. easily will get a work shift. And if not, let's say you get off work at 5, you put this on, 5:36, you will definitely go well into 2, 3, 4 in the morning, which is what you want if you're going to wear this out at night. Great for an EDP. It's just perfect. 4 or 5 sprays. Great longevity. Projection will be 3 feet or 1 meter for actually most of the duration of that. For I would even say 6 to 8 hours. So I guess be careful, but this one is brash. It is charismatic, and it's meant to be picked up. And so sillage also coming in out of rooms, walking past people, you will definitely get noticed. And I find, it's not the most original scent in the world. It's not. But it is coffee based, and it is mixed with, leather and burnt rubber and chocolate and cypress and pink pepper. There are a lot of notes in there that you don't see combined. And so it's not the most original in the world, but it's definitely original enough that if you are wearing a fragrance and because you want to smell nice and get noticed and have somebody compliment you or comment on it, this would be a great choice for you, because it's a little bit more versatile. Some of the guys are just not going to be able to pull off something so sweet like the tiramisu note in the original, and they're going to really swarm to something like this, because it's very masculine, and again, it's going to be a great compliment getter from the ladies. I don't have any doubt on that. So longevity, projection, and sillage were outstanding. When I think of gender, I think of, I'm going to go 75-25 when it comes to the percentages of people who own it. It's a signature scent. They sought it out. They really wanted it. It wasn't just given to them. I'll say 75% on the men's side and 25% on the women. I say that because it is a masculine scent. It is undeniably masculine. But, when you hear things like coffee, like vanilla, like chocolate, like cinnamon, and the tonka bean creates a very vanilla-like, quality to it. I can't rule out. I think a lot of women would like this fragrance on their own skin. So I'm going to say 25% will be the ladies, and 75% on the men. And I think a lot of women would love to buy this for their man. I definitely see it as a huge compliment getter by anybody, but especially by the ladies, as I said earlier. Okay, so now season, this is unequivocally a winter-fall fragrance, but I do think, I want you to know that I'm different than other reviewers, because I don't think this is too cloying. I don't think that coffee-based fragrances are too cloying in the heat, and I say that because I wear them. So I wear Givenchy Play Intense, I wear Uomo, 100 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't care, because I just really like them. I don't think they're too cloying. So it's definitely for the winter, definitely for the fall, not so much for the spring and summer for most, but I mean, you absolutely could. That is my opinion, and I know so because I do. Actually, speaking of Givenchy Play Intense, let me say real quick that was discontinued, of course. We all love that one. It is an outstanding coffee-based fragrance. I have a mammoth. As soon as I found out it was discontinued, I bought a mammoth bottle of it, and I will be keeping it for eternity because I only wear it on special occasions. The flanker. Uomo Signature does not smell anything like Givenchy Play Intense. I know some people said they thought it would be a good choice because it smells just like it. If you couldn't find, the discontinued Givenchy Play Intense, I could not disagree more. I could not disagree more. These are two very delicious, amazing, sexy coffee-based fragrances, but they're not. It wouldn't be superfluous. I mean, you could have both of them in your collection, and I hope to one day, because really the only thing I don't like about the Salvatore Ferragamos, of course, as you know, is the atomizer. So I have Givenchy Play Intense. I would love to have this one. They don't smell alike in my estimation. So there you have it. I really wrestled with the rating for this one. Well, let me just make one more point too. This one is highly versatile. This one is the more versatile wear than the original. I almost want to say this one, for some people, this will be more appropriate for the night, and then this will be their daily driver. I don't know if I want to go that far, but I would just say that this would be a great choice for somebody who just has either no bottles in their collection, no collection, or one, or where they want to wear it almost every day, and they just want to get compliments and they just want to smell nice. This one is right up that alley if you do like the sticky sweet coffee based fragrances. So now the rating, I did go back and forth this week between 4 and a 5. I gave this a 5 out of 5 in my rating system, and it almost got the coveted, the exclusive That Cologne Guy bonus spray, except for the stupid atomizer that really makes me grumpy. So this one has that, of course. So of course 6 out. I can't say that it's the most revolutionary, daring fragrance of all time. I feel like I can't justify a 5 out of 5. It's so close. It's probably a 4.5 out of 5, but I don't do half sprays. I'm going to round down, so I'm not going to round up, and I will give it a very, robust 4 out of 5, a silver medal. This is an outstanding fragrance. It comes dangerously close to 5. I can't say, I took into consideration, of course, the atomizer. I also took into consideration the lack, the versatility, but the fact that it might not be for some people in the summer and the spring, myself not included, but I wanted to honor that. And I also wanted to consider the fact that a lot of guys are just not into the sticky sweet fragrances. They're just not. Coffee based or not, they're not going to want to walk around smelling like a dessert or a coffee shop. I myself absolutely adore these. So I'm going to go with 4 out of 5, dangerously close to 5 out of 5 for Uomo Signature. And I'm going to go 1 on each side of the neck and 1 on each wrist. These are faux sprays because I am bone dry. Really enjoyed wearing this one this week. Boom. 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 There you have it, another review by the boards. I've really, really enjoyed reviewing this one, this 2018 leather-based fragrance by Salvatore Ferragamo. The Uomo series just really, really, really works for me. Half the time, I'm joking a little bit about the atomizer in the sense of how much it annoys me. I can live with it. I just wish they would get rid of it, quite honestly. Other than that, though, these are just outstanding. They are synthetic. This does have a little bit too much ambroxan. It was unequivocally made in a lab. But if you can get this for less than $50 or fewer than $50, I'm sorry, but you will sit back and get ready to be complimented. And I think that is a wonderful thing to say about Uomo Signature. You guys have a great week. I hope you really enjoyed this. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel when you comment. If nothing else, I would love to know what your scent of the day is. But if you could comment on Uomo Signature, that always makes me happy too. And then the third thing you could let me know is, do you like sticky sweet fragrances? Do you like the sweet fragrances on the guy's side? If so, which one is your favorite? Or a couple of your favorites if you like them. So have a great week. I'll see you next Friday, and always remember, my friends, fragrance marks the celebration of today. Take care, everybody. So welcome to the bonus feature. I just wanted to add one more thing because a lot of you have talked about Givenchy Play Intense for Uomo Signature, and of course I talked in the episode that I do not think that it smells like that one. I will say though that it definitely does remind me a lot of Halloween Man, and it's an X, so it's either 10 Roman numeral or X, so Halloween Man X. This really, really reminds me a lot of that fragrance. So I just wanted to add, that one has a cult following, and I am one of them. If you really like that fragrance, by all means, I feel like you would really, really like this fragrance. Happy Fragrant Friday, Fraghead. Hey everybody, this has Ben here at That Cologne Guy, coming at you with a new review. You've seen the title and the subscription? Okay.